Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. WrestleMania 41 is officially in the books and the WWE Universe is excited to witness what's next. While the excitement for the shows was massive, it turned out to be quite an underwhelming edition of the grandest stage of them all, lacking major returns and big twists and turns that were expected by the fans. While not a lot of superstars returned at Mania, WWE might have some big plans for the future. The Raw After WrestleMania episode has already shown that the company is planning something big and featured the massive return of Rusev, who was rumored to get back to the Stamford-based company for quite some time now. With SmackDown After WrestleMania on the horizon, the excitement among fans is at an all-time high. While the aftermath of the showcase of the Immortals will be featured on the show, some major returns might end up shocking the world. Let's check out a few names that could end up returning on SmackDown After WrestleMania this Friday night. The Wyatt Six have not appeared in WWE since their loss to the Final Testament back in December on WWE Raw. One of the members of the faction seemingly suffered an injury that forced the company to keep them off TV. But things should have gotten back to normal now. With WrestleMania officially in the books, WWE will now set up fresh feuds in the company, and the faction returning now would be a great decision. Further, this could be the time the Wyatt Six make an impact on the Blue brand to take over the tag team division with their dominance and the numbers game. If not the faction, Uncle Howdy could at least make an appearance and tease a major storyline to make headlines around the globe and garner the attention of fans. The Bloodline's Tonda Loa has been out with an injury since Survivor Series last year and is expected to make his return to the company soon. The former one-half of the WWE Tag Team Champions hasn't had a very good run in the company in the past, but might redeem himself following his return to the company. With Tama Tonga reportedly injured, WWE might need a replacement for the star in the rumored Solo Sikoa. Jacob Fatu feud and Tonga Loa could be the best name for it. The goddess made her grand return to the company during the Women's Royal Rumble this year, but didn't feature in a major storyline after that on the Blue brand. Bliss was taken off TV soon after her return and was not on the card at the grandest stage of them all as well. The former women's champion was rumored to miss TV time due to the absence of the Wyatt Six. Both Bliss and the faction could end up making their return on the Blue brand this week and leave the WWE Universe shocked with a massive plot twist ahead of Backlash 2025. WWE Hall of Famer Nikki Bella too made her in-ring return during the Women's Royal Rumble and is seemingly set to have a major stint in the company. The Hall of Famer has addressed returning to the company for a short stint for quite some time, but her comeback is still awaited. SmackDown After WrestleMania could be the perfect opportunity for the company to bring back the legend, possibly against Tiffany Stratton, who successfully defended her WWE Women's Championship against Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania. Former AEW star Aleister Black has been rumored to make his return to WWE for quite some time, but the wait for the fans hasn't ended yet. The star was speculated to be Randy Orton's surprise opponent at the shows, but the fans got a completely different surprise with Joe Hendry's appearance. With WrestleMania over, WWE could now bring Black back to the company and give him a major feud to let him showcase his talent once again. Fans will have to wait and see what the company has in store for SmackDown after the showcase of the Immortals. WrestleMania 41 might be over, but the aftershocks are only beginning to hit. As WWE pivots into a new chapter following the epic two-night spectacle, all eyes turn to what comes next, and perhaps more importantly, who comes next. Triple H, who has firmly asserted himself as the architect of WWE's new era, is reportedly gearing up to make major roster moves in the aftermath of WrestleMania. With Raw and SmackDown undergoing potential shakeups, there's talk of stunning returns, surprise reactivations, and long-anticipated comebacks that could redefine the Blue brand. Here's a look at 5 blockbuster names that Triple H could bring back to WWE SmackDown, sparking intrigue, chaos, and plenty of headlines in the weeks ahead. First up is a name that never really left the fans' hearts. Big E. The powerhouse of positivity has been absent from in-ring action since suffering a terrifying neck injury back in 2022. Despite making scattered appearances to support New Day partners Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, Big E has kept fans guessing about his future. But now, with WrestleMania 41 behind us and the New Day legacy hanging in the balance, there's a strong belief that Big E's long road to recovery is nearing its final stretch. WWE has been dropping subtle teases on commentary and social media, and internal sources suggest that AAA sees Big E as a foundational piece for SmackDown's next generation. Bringing him back could spark a monster pop, especially if it coincides with a high-profile return storyline, perhaps linked to Gunther, who just dropped the Intercontinental Championship, or even a returning Roman Reigns who might seek to reassert dominance over familiar threats. A babyface Big E marching back to fight for his spot, with a re-energized and more intense demeanor, could electrify Friday nights and signal that SmackDown is still the home of epic moments. But Big E isn't the only former champion who's been missed. Sasha Banks, now wrestling under the name Mercedes Moné and other promotions, remains a huge wildcard in the WWE universe. Triple H has long had a strong relationship with Banks, having helped shape her rise in NXT. While her departure from WWE was shrouded in controversy and uncertainty, the landscape has changed dramatically in the past year. Vince McMahon's diminished role, new creative freedoms, and the success of Cody Rhodes' return from AEW have opened the door for other major comebacks. If there were ever a moment to bring back the Boss, it's now. SmackDown's women's division is stacked with talent: Bayley, Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi. But the return of Sasha Banks would immediately shake up the hierarchy. A feud with Jade Cargill practically writes itself. Two commanding, confident women who believe they run the division, now forced to prove it in the ring. The storyline possibilities are endless, especially with Banks potentially returning as a heel, or in a tweener role that plays up her star power and international credibility. Triple H has the keys to this return, and pulling the trigger could reignite fan passion in a way few stars can. There's also a major buzz surrounding the potential return of Randy Orton to SmackDown in a more central role. Though Orton returned to in-ring action late last year, much of his story has been focused on unfinished business from his Raw tenure. But with the landscape evolving and new threats rising, there's a sense that Orton could be shifted to SmackDown post-WrestleMania for one final legendary run. The Viper is still in peak condition and remains one of the most trusted performers in the company. A shift to the blue brand could set him up for dream matches with LA Knight, Kevin Owens, or even Logan Paul, who continues to redefine expectations as United States champion. More importantly, Triple H and Orton share an extensive history, dating back to Evolution. If Triple H is looking to anchor SmackDown with veterans who bring stability and unpredictability, Orton's name tops the list. Imagine a dark, brooding Orton who claims SmackDown has lost its edge and is determined to restore it by any means necessary, perhaps forming a new faction or mentoring younger talent in his own twisted image. That's television gold. Also circling the rumor mill is the name of AJ Styles. The phenomenal one has been conspicuously quiet in recent months, especially after a heated feud with LA Knight that ended ambiguously. Many believe Styles is being carefully held back for something big. With SmackDown evolving and new stars taking center stage, a returning Styles, perhaps in a more aggressive heel role, could be exactly what's needed to stir the pot. He's one of the most technically gifted performers in wrestling history, and his ability to elevate younger talent is unmatched. A Styles versus Carmelo Hayes feud? Styles versus Logan Paul? Styles mentoring someone like Austin Theory while pursuing one last world title run? Any of those options would instantly enhance the show's week-to-week stakes. Triple H has always appreciated what AJ brings to the table, and bringing him back now, especially with the crowd craving elite in-ring content, would be a brilliant move. And finally, perhaps the biggest wildcard of them all, Bray Wyatt. After his tragic passing in 2023, many thought we had seen the last of Wyatt's dark and enigmatic universe. But in the months since, WWE has continued to pay tribute to his legacy, and whispers have emerged that Triple H is open to revisiting the Wyatt family lore in a new way. This wouldn't be about replacing Bray. It would be about continuing what he started. Bo Dallas's Uncle Howdy character, along with potential new disciples, could carry the torch in his honor. There's even talk of creating a Wyatt-inspired stable that operates in the shadows of SmackDown, manipulating storylines and attacking stars without warning. Triple H has shown a willingness to embrace darker, more psychologically complex narratives, and if done right, this could be a haunting yet powerful continuation of Bray's vision. Fans want closure, but they also want to celebrate the kind of storytelling only Wyatt could deliver. With Triple H leading creative, this could become a passion project, one that unites fans in remembrance while also creating compelling TV. In all these cases, one thing is clear: Triple H has the tools, the trust, and the timing to reshape SmackDown in the post-WrestleMania 41 era. Whether it's bringing back beloved veterans, surprise returns, or unfinished stories, the blue brand is ripe for reinvention. The WWE Universe is hungry for moments, for stories that matter, for stars who make you watch every single week. And if there's one thing Triple H has proven time and again, it's that he knows how to deliver. Stay tuned, because SmackDown may be about to get a whole lot more must-see. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.